CrossFit is the most dynamic fitness methodology available today, but pushing your body to those physical limits extracts a serious, unavoidable tax on your joints. If you are new to the sport, you are likely bringing unconditioned mobility and hidden structural imbalances into a high-intensity environment. Without identifying those vulnerabilities, early-stage injuries are a mathematical guarantee. For veteran athletes, the frustration is different. Chronic, nagging shoulder pain, repetitive movement breakdown on heavy lifts, and performance plateaus that no amount of extra volume seems to fix. Standard gym culture often normalizes this. You tape up the wrist, ignore the pain, and push through with blind intensity. But ignoring a movement limitation today usually buys you a mandatory 6-month recovery timeline when a joint finally fails. Long-term survival in CrossFit requires trading your ego for a highly informed mechanical self-awareness. The SmartCare for CrossFit program addresses this through a comprehensive movement analysis, utilizing Modi Physio scanning technology and specialized AI. The $49 Protect tier acts as a basic injury prevention shield. The $149 Optimize tier introduces recovery and correction gears for higher-level performance, incorporating your injury history and CrossFit capacity directly into the analysis. This presents a choice for anyone already paying a premium monthly membership. Is a $149 scan an essential foundation for the sport, or an unnecessary upcharge? The $149 fee secures a personalized roadmap designed to prevent catastrophic physical failure. The foundational layer of the evaluation is the Modi Physio posture scan. This demonstrates static stacking, how your skeleton aligns left to right and front to back at rest. Here, hips are uneven and the spine shifts. What feels like good form is often your body executing massive structural compensations to move. The Modi Physio scan maps these exact resting misalignments before you ever touch a barbell. Many novices assume they can address these imbalances by simply performing a few basic stretches before a workout. For veterans, the mechanical consequences are more severe. A poor static baseline multiplies the force placed on your joints once you add heavy external load. These resting imbalances are the primary drivers behind sudden joint injuries during dynamic, high-speed movements. If the human chassis is crooked at rest, adding weight will eventually break the machine. Dynamic stress testing is what separates the optimized package from the base tier, utilizing squat and single-leg balance scans. These specialized scans isolate the exact moment your mechanics degrade under the combined stress of movement and gravity. For veterans, this proves that plateaued lifts are often caused by power leaking through instability rather than a lack of muscular strength. Improving requires a trade-off. You must be willing to step back from heavy lifting to fix specific motor control flaws. Performance in CrossFit is always bottlenecked by your weakest point of dynamic stability, not by your maximum muscle output. Your raw posture and squat data is then processed by the CrossFit-focused TiSport AI engine. The AI translates physiological flaws into a ranked, personalized list of TiSport therapy services. If the data identifies trigger points or nerve-related tension, it prioritizes neuromuscular therapy to address those pain patterns. Deep structural pulling and chronic movement restrictions that ruin your mobility are routed to fascia realigned therapy. Basic workout fatigue and soreness are managed through a sport recovery therapy. This targeted approach is the clinical alternative to randomly rolling out on a foam roller for 5 minutes and hoping for a result. Actual physical improvement requires a commitment to booking and attending these specific professional therapies. Biomechanical data without a clinical execution plan is useless. The real value of the scan is the exact roadmap it provides for the therapist. So, who is the SmartCare Optimize investment actually built for? For the novice, it is a preemptive tool to identify vulnerabilities now, preventing thousands of dollars in future physical therapy costs. For the veteran, it is the structural blueprint required to resolve chronic pulling and break through stagnant weight ceilings. If you are an athlete who wants interesting data but refuses to modify your workouts or perform corrective exercises, you should avoid this program. Ignoring the AI's therapy plan results in no physiological change and a wasted assessment fee. The program is only effective if you accept the reality of physical correction over instant gratification. The Optimize program provides a framework for joint protection and increases your central nervous system's mechanical efficiency. It facilitates a shift from an unsustainable culture of blind intensity to a precise, data-driven discipline. CrossFit longevity is built on informed mechanics. The $149 scan is an investment in a lifetime of pain-free performance.